What's up, everybody? A quick video. Before I get started, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Take what resonate, what does, what doesn't. So I'm checking out these videos, and I see where they're talking about we're supposed to get like $2,000. Basically, it's like a stimulus check, but they call it dividends. And the 50-year mortgage. Let me talk about this dividend, this $2,000 dividend first of all. This is all based off my own perception, my own opinion on how I see things. All right, this $2,000. Understand how our economy works. And I made videos before. Our economy works like this, especially when you come talking about trade, import, export. All right, we make contracts, in my opinion, with these other nations. For instance, China. Let's use China. So with China, we say, okay, you sell your goods over here, we give you so much on your return, on goods, whatever like that. Goods versus ratio, right? Capital, I should say. So when it comes down to putting money, which is called, this is my opinion. Somebody else might think different. We're talking about inflation here. So when you're talking about putting money back into the system, you have to have more capital over goods. That's the only way you keep things in a balance and in line. And this is how wars are started, remind you, because you owe the United States or whoever owes money to these other countries or whatever business associates, whatever business associates they're in business with, they owe this money. So you have to keep money flowing within your nation. You see what I'm saying? So you have to keep this money flowing so people can get back money on their return, right? On their investment or whatever have you. So this is why things are sold over here in the United States from China and other countries. We owe these other countries money. And this is how wars are started. And this is also how wars end. So that's when we're talking about our economy. They have to put money out there. Now, talking about the tariffs, they raised the tariffs. The government raised the tariffs. So now, to woo you to sleep, they're going to make it seem like they're going to they're making you a part of this return. Not really. They have to do this to keep the economy flowing. This is what they have to do. You have to have more capital than goods, right? Because things are still being manufactured, still import export business is still running. No matter about the tariffs, they're still running. So they have to do these things to keep away from going to war. They have to keep these things within compliance of whatever contract, whatever you want to call it, with these other nations. This is why they putting this back out, this money back out into the system. It has to be done. People talking about how our economy is so bad. Yeah, it's bad because they made it that way. They made it that way. And in my opinion, it's a trial and error thing. I believe that they're testing the waters, let's just say, to see what they can get away with and what they can't get away with. How much drawback or lashback, I should say, are they going to have from the citizens for all this stuff that's going on? Not much, really, which is a good thing. Because if people was to really act out against what's going on, most definitely martial law. Martial law, most definitely. Now they could just do what they want. But since people, held their composure and did things the right way, they can't move the way they want to move. Our government shut down. That's the government is the government. Us as citizens, we're on a whole different playing field, and they really don't care. Again, we're about to enter the new world order. We are in it, right? So things are finna change. Now, with this 50-year mortgage, I don't know who gonna think that's good. You understand what I'm saying? Think about anybody who's buying a home or a homeowner right now. How much money that you put into your home that went towards principal, and how much went towards insurance and every damn thing else that they charge you for, right? You're gonna pay for everything else before you even put in towards the what you buying the house for. It's insane. All they're gonna do is drag out your mortgage so you can put more money into the wealthy's pockets. That's all it is. Where you had a 30-year fixed loan where you was able to purchase that home a little bit quicker. No, now it's going to take you a little bit longer if that's the route you go, because you have a choice. So if that's the route you go with this 50-year fixed loan, then you're going to be paying more into the insurance, into all these other side hustles that they got going on versus what you're really paying into your home, the principal, right? Your principal, you might purchase a home, let's just say for 100 grand. By the end of it, with a 30-year fixed mortgage, depending on the rate or whatever you get, you might be paying 300,000 for that home. So that means 200,000 going towards everything else, and not principal. So you're paying 3 times what the home is worth. And so now let's extend that. Now you're gonna pay what? 5 times, 4 or 5 times much the house is worth. So you stop allowing these governments and stop allowing these people to woo you to sleep, people. You understand what I'm saying? Think before you react. You know what I'm saying? Don't look at everything that they're doing, it's like it's benefiting us. Because it really isn't. You know what I mean? It really isn't. They create the problem. They wait for a reaction and they become the solution. You understand what I'm saying? And, and as the citizens, we have a right. You have a right to, abide by these things. You have a right to go with these things or not abide by them, or not go buy them. You want to buy a home, save your money. Put more towards your home. Cut down your interest rates. There's multiple things. Do your research before you start buying a home. This 50-year loan thing is just going to extend it out. You're going to pay more for your home, and it's going to extend it out more, and it's going to more of your money going to go towards these insurance and everything else they got in place, and not towards the principal. Do your own research. I just want to get on here and make this video because I've seen this and it just sounds crazy. The money's good, you know what I'm saying? It is worth it, but understand why they're putting the money back into the system. It's not to help you. It's probably to stop a war. It's because we just need the money within our economy. Understand, we didn't, hurt the economy. They hurt the economy. So now they have to fix it, and it's going to seem like they're doing us a favor by their actions. Oh, that ain't the way that works. It's just not the way it works. Well, it's the way it works, but it ain't the way it is. Let's just say that. Well, anyway, I'm finna get off here. Y'all stay blessed. Do your research.